Yo, what's up, guys? Nico here again. Thanks for watching the video. Today I want to talk about something that I kind of learned. I try to surround myself with people who are smarter than me, even if it's not in person. So, just to give you guys a heads up, one of the speakers that I looked to start developing my skills was Eric Thomas. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He's great. E.T. the hip hop preacher. Number one motivational speaker in the world, but he has a podcast that he started with a group of his friends, kind of his inner circle. It's called Secrets to Success. I mention all that because I stole this topic from them, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Basically, he talks about in one of his podcasts that the cost of entry is embarrassment. And that stood out to me, guys, because it's true. Let's go ahead and look at it in all reality. On your first date, you're probably going to embarrass yourself. Your first day on a new job, you're probably going to embarrass yourself. Being in a new role, you're probably going to embarrass yourself. Sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate being embarrassed. I'm kind of a little bit of a control freak. I don't like to do things that put me out of my comfort zone. I like to feel comfortable, confident whenever I approach a situation. It's not always the case, though. In all reality, whenever you start something new, that's never the case. So when he had mentioned that, and then they spoke on the topic, I wanted to share that with you because I think it's pretty applicable to recovery. Let's rewind a little bit even more. It's even more applicable probably to when you started using a substance. If you started using it on your own, you probably had to learn how to do it, fumbled around somehow. I know for me, when I first started getting high, people that I was around, they had already been getting high in different forms than I was. So they would look at me like I was an idiot because I didn't know how to do certain tasks or actions to get high. You were embarrassed when you first started getting high, I bet, by something that you did, if you were in a group or whatever. Recovery is the same way, guys. It's a little bit embarrassing to fumble around and try to go ahead and start recovery. But you got to start somewhere. Embarrassment is entry cost. But it doesn't have to be the ending. In order to become a master at something, you have to go ahead and begin somewhere. In order to start a new role, you have to take those steps forward. Guys, when I first started this speaking bit, I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like I can confidently deliver certain things. But after I posted that first video, I felt a little bit more confident. Not a lot, but a little bit. Was I embarrassed? Yes. I was embarrassed because I don't know what people are gonna think. I had to take a step back and remember, fuck what anybody else's opinion is. I'm trying to help people. So if I have to embarrass myself for that, great. I want you to reflect on that though. What areas in your life did you feel embarrassed at? When I first started recovery, I knew that I was going to go ahead and say something different, say something off cue whenever I was in social events. So one of the first things I started telling people was that, hey, I'm an addict. I had some friends that would look at me like, yo, Nico, you don't need to be sharing that with everybody. That's when I learned that there was a stigma behind it. And I didn't like that stigma. It's part of who I am. It's part of where I'm at in my life. So I shared it with people because I knew I was going to embarrass myself. In some fashion or form, when you're an addict, you're socially disconnected. Yeah, there's a whole subculture to it, but other cultures and other demographics are not used to it. So in my first stages of recovery, I would just share with people, hey, you know what? I'm an addict in recovery. Just in case I did embarrass myself somehow. I had something to fall back on. There was a reason why I did it. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. I don't like being embarrassed. I don't really think too many people do. And if you are, share with me how you enjoy being embarrassed. But like I said, I'm not a fan of it. The cost of entry, guys, is embarrassment. I want to go ahead and be a master at helping other people. I eventually want to be a master speaker. I want to be able to speak to groups and individuals and deliver content that can be applicable to their lives. how do you start that? Got to embarrass yourself by not doing it right the first couple times. Again, guys, I'm not saying to exploit that. I want you to just be aware of it, though. You're going to fumble. You're going to embarrass yourself at some stage in your recovery. At some stage in your new job, you're going to go ahead and embarrass yourself. Some stage in a new relationship, you're going to embarrass yourself. Some stage of a new role, you're going to embarrass yourself. It's going to happen. So embrace it. Embrace it. That's the cost of entry. But use it as well. Use it as a driving force. For me, that's why I study. That's why I study speakers. That's why I listen to speakers all the time. So I could start figuring out, hey, what are they doing differently that I'm doing right now? How can I grow from their knowledge and their experience so I can reduce the amount of embarrassment that I have? It's just something that really stood out to me, guys, and I wanted to share it with you. Because again, No Halo is a brand. A brand, and if you're the addict, I'm hoping that you're the hero too. I'm hoping that this helps out in guiding you towards recovery. Again, I can't do it for you. Your closest friends can't do it for you. Your family members can't do it for you. I'm sure that there's some that would want to, but they don't really understand what it's going through. You have to do it yourself. And the story is up to you guys. Are you going to go ahead and make it and succeed in whatever that story is? Or is the outcome going to go ahead and be something that's not ideal? Either way, No Halo is here for you because I understand that it's okay to walk around with no halo.